I don't have anybody else to discuss these comics with, and it's kind of depressing, so I'm gonna talk to myself about what I thought about this. And this time, okay, yes, Batman and Robin Eternal number 14. It kind of makes me sad because I heard there's only a few issues left. That's not really what the title says. The title says Eternal. Why can't this series go on eternally? Anyway, obviously, okay, the first thing we see is Bat Booty, but not that booty. The flashbacks are really the best part of this series. I know everybody probably says that, but they're saying it for a reason. I kind of want to rush to the other parts and get back to the flashbacks. It's been a long time since we even got to see Dick as Robin. So, I mean, you know, the scene here kind of reminds me, sort of like in Bad Blood, when he's distracted. Maybe that habit started here in this battle. It's kind of cute though that he was happy to be saved by Batman. I mean, it shouldn't be happening per se, but if it is gonna happen, it's cute. Am I the only one who thinks that? In this book, I mean, I noticed there are a lot of not one-on-one fight scenes. They're more big action, like environmental action room scenes. I don't really know how I feel about that since I love action movies and stuff. It's the reason I actually get excited about comics. To be honest though, you think Robin would notice Batman's kind of standing over there, spacing out. Okay, well, the art. The art. I think I've been reading too much Grayson because I feel a little sad sometimes with this art. There's actually stuff I want to see and then it doesn't happen. Still quite the way I imagined it would happen, if that makes any sense. But as far as for bodies and poses go, the art is fine with me. I love the action scenes. Like in the first issue, I was completely drawn to the way they were fighting in the little apartment room and stuff like that. See, look how sassy that is. That's not bad at all. But I mean, when it's stuff like faces, that's the stuff I had problems with. Because when I showed my friends about it, I don't really, I want to kind of cut that part off and show the cool parts so they'd be more interested, should I say, when I'm trying to sell an issue to them. It's hard to do that if they're not gonna like the way it looks. You know what I mean? Scarecrow actually keeps playing a big part in this series. I'm kind of surprised at that. He looks more like Straw, though. I thought that was kind of funny or cute. But there's also this noose and ropes around him. I don't know what that's about. I would kind of like to know about how this noose thingy got here around his neck. I mean, I know we're not even gonna go there, but Dick's saying the logical thing here. We're going kind of fast, and you know, there's a building there. And Batman's like, hell yeah. And they just kind of crash the party there at Scarecrow's lab. It looks like he wants Dick to be a distraction. That circus stuff, he'll probably be way up for that. But the compliment. There was a compliment there. Can we like emphasize that there's a compliment here? Anyway, Scarecrow comes on and he's like chatting to Batman. He wants to talk to him without Robin being there. I remember other people saying that they wouldn't think Batman would be irresponsible enough to, you know, send Dick off to do that, but I guess that's true. We'll find out later why. Anyway, and then we flash back to today. It's kind of a contradiction in itself. You can't really flash back to today, but I mean, you get my picture. Anyway, Dick's like, okay, I remember doing this, shut up and let me think. And that's kind of funny because it reminds me of when they're in the movies, everybody's panicking and they're like, shut up and let me think.
Everybody shut up and let me think! Just let me think!
Stan, have you?
I did think that it was cool how they showed how things can be remembered when you do something before. Like, it's not completely forgotten. If you remember doing something before, you would remember when you're facing that same situation. And I think that was pretty cool how they realistically tried to make him remember where he remembered seeing that before. So he tries talking to Orphan, because that's what Dick does. Which that should just totally be his thing now, because I remember reading in the Teen Titans when they were fighting the Justice League and he came in there with the big old lecture. That was just hilarious. So now every time he talks to somebody like this, that's all I can think about. Yeah, you remember who got his ass kicked last time? And he's all ready for round 2. He's all like, you know, screw you, Grayson. The cast is just like, you know,
bye, Felicia.
So he gets mad and attacks Harper, but because they're girl powering up right now, can't really get to her, so he gets more mad, and then he turns his attention to Dick, the easier target. Dick's like, karate chop.
You don't know karate. Ah!
So then he gets mad. And he's just like all out, okay, whatever, robots. He goes back to attacking Dick for some reason, because that plan worked so well before. So then they start up the whole maturity argument here, guys. I'm talking of real mature. Oh, Batman didn't love you. Oh, well, at least my mom never lied to me. Yeah, he did. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did. So he tells him that Batman and Scarecrow are working together because it's the only way he can beat his, you know, infinity times 100. In her flashback, of course, he doesn't like working with his mother because villains love taking orders. But Batman's like, you know, how the f is that my problem? He wants out because she's just gonna kill him when she doesn't need him anymore. Logic. Everyone who ever gotten a bad contract said that. It would be less bad contracts, by the way. So he wants witness protection in Arkham because he thinks it's safer to be just taken up and locked away. So he surrenders. And of course, Batman, who's the ultimate sadist, says, you know, nah. And Scarecrow's like, okay, well, then I'm gonna blow up Robin. But Batman, because he's a goddamn Batman, it's like, I disarmed that bomb a long time ago. And it's like, of course, that's why he sent Robin off by himself. Because he had that situation under control already. Which, that kind of makes me question this whole book being about trusting. Batman is doing all of this by himself. How is he supposed to establish the fact that he trusts Robin if he's actually doing it by himself? Is this where these trust issues come from? This kind of lying about the trust isn't really the same thing as trusting him. And Dick's up there like focusing super hard, trying to disarm the bomb before he can blow up and die. I'm freaking out inside like, I'm gonna blow up and die. And Batman doesn't tell him, you know, like, you can chill. You know, it's not really armed, but Robin still thinks it's armed. He thinks if he doesn't disarm this bomb, he's gonna die. Batman's up there being completely badass right now. You work for me now. It's a nice try though, to be honest. By now everyone knows that Robin was Batman's weak point. So he was able to use that, which is pretty smart for, you know, grade D villain or whatever. Today, Harper and Cass are freaking out because they think they're gonna die. And they get close. Ellipse is super close. And Dick's still fighting Orphan for some reason because someone probably said the line about the other one's hair or something. And then we don't get to see that, which makes me, I know, well, I mean, okay, not that disappointed because I know it's cool how this was done. We love Harper and Cass, right? But he comes in and he's like, okay, ladies, chill out. He took out Orphan again. It was nice to actually see that he won this fight since we know he can win it and they're not just trying to make him lose this for the sake of drama or whatever. I hate that, so he won. That's good, that's good. That was one of my favorite other parts, is, you know, the physical exhaustion actually showing on it. My favorite part out of the whole issue, if not probably the whole series, is right here when he's defending Batman. Because this whole time people keep saying this bad stuff about Batman, you know, and he's just like, we just stop that already, you know? He's like, I'm tired of people talking shit about Bruce, okay? He's only human. And, you know, passes out, but seriously though, thank you for saying it finally. Like, he is not that bad, guys. Like, I mean, that's pretty much what this whole book, everybody keeps trying to say, and it's just not gonna happen because, I mean, it's Batman and Robin. You can't do it. You can't do it. So they fly out of the explosion, and that's about it. Nick's like, okay, I'm going back to Spiral because screw this. Anyways, yeah, it was a cute issue. I like that these are coming out every week. Well, I'm desperately dying waiting on the next Grayson issue once a month. These come out every week, which is amazing how someone can make this kind of deadline and keep up this kind of work. It's really good. It's press. Anyway, sorry about rambling. I had to get this out of my documents because it's driving me crazy. It's driving my OCD crazy. This is fun.